Hi,
Hi,
everybody. Good afternoon.
everyone. We'll let everyone file in here. Feel free to use the chat and let us know where you're calling in from today. We love to see where all of our friends are. Oh my goodness. Already those first 4 posts everywhere. This is great. Hello, hello. Look at all this. Oh my gosh.
From everywhere, from
I
all over
love
the country,
this. I'm
even
amazed.
Canada.
This is awesome. I got a few favorites out there. I won't point those locations out, but oh, there's my Boston. I'm born and bred there. Already like you already, Thomas. Look at this.
I've seen a few of my fellow Texans
Nice.
as well in the chat.
All right, we'll just give it a few more seconds here and we'll get started. Got a great audience today and so much to share. We can't wait to get started. Boston strong, you know it, Naomi. All right, I think we will go ahead and get started here. If you are here for the introduction to the OnBoard AI suite, you are in the right place. We're going to go ahead and get things kicked off. Philip, if you don't mind going to the agenda slide, thank you so much. I want to introduce myself. To begin with, I am Heather Hansson, and I am the Senior Director of Product Operations here at OnBoard. I have been focused on product management for the extent of well over 25 years of my career in the technology industry. Now, meeting management is a huge passion of mine, having previously worked for other technology companies, including Teradata, Salesforce, and as well as Zoom, and working with so many customers who struggled with their meetings across their organization day to day and diminishing their return of investment into their work. So it became my personal mission to help make meetings better for everyone, which eventually led me here to OnBoard. Now I want to introduce my partner today, Philip Hinz, who will be demonstrating the AI suite features. So Philip, could you please share a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Heather. Hi, everybody. I'm Philip, Senior Product Manager here at OnBoard. And I've spent about 15 years in product management, working across different industries, education, healthcare, and now board governance, always trying to make complex processes more simple and more meaningful for the user. At OnBoard, I help shape how modern boards meet, collaborate, and make smarter decisions. And lately, I've been one of several key team members leading our work on OnBoard's AI suite, which just recently launched. And I'm looking forward to sharing how we are bringing AI into the boardroom experience today. And so, with that, I will hand it back over to Heather.
Okay, lucky you. We're so glad that you've been leading charge on this and that you get to share more about all these exciting projects that you've been working on and bringing to the forefront. Now, to each of you, thank you so much for joining us to share in this excitement that we have. We are celebrating the official launch of OnBoard's AI suite, and we've got a lot to share today. So let's talk about what's on our docket. So first of all, we're going to start off with OnBoard's AI product vision so that we can help introduce you to how we enable our customers to work with greater efficiency within their secure environment. Now, we'll take a close look at Assist AI, which helps surface and summarize information quickly. We will demonstrate Agenda AI, which helps our administrators draft agendas. Next, we'll look at Book AI, which is our newest product launch here, that provides book summaries to help directors prepare for meetings with greater efficiency. And then we're going to share how Minutes AI helps meeting administrators draft their minutes with lightning speed. And then finally, for those of you that I know are very interested, we are going to wrap up with how the OnBoard platform continues to support you with security and governance needs, all with all of these new AI features. Our goal today is to immerse you in the various ways that you and your board can take advantage of AI and make use of it as a general practice to support the work that you're doing. And the best way we can do that is to show you how we do it at OnBoard. Now, we do have a wide audience today, including customers, but also those wanting to learn more about OnBoard. So before we jump in, I just want to take a quick moment to share a little bit about OnBoard for those who aren't maybe as familiar. So as of today, we serve more than 6,000 customers and their 12,000 committees across 60 different countries to help them simplify board management as well as meeting prep so that our customers can focus on strategic leadership towards their mission. Now, the OnBoard platform hosts more than 150,000 board meetings each year for more than 175,000 subscribers. Now, our platform is easy for anybody to adopt, and it supports any organization looking to centralize their content and workflows all within a secure environment. Now, at OnBoard, we like to say that there are 3 types of board meetings. There's the board meeting you prepared for, the board meeting that you had, and then the board meeting that you wished that you had. Now, many of our customers came to us searching for a way to bring their manual processes and disparate tools together to reduce or eliminate risk, the clunky processes, and the broken communication. The OnBoard platform is designed to help you prepare yourself and your directors to have highly effective and results-driven meetings. Now, after all, meetings are your backbone. It's what drives your success. All right, our fun slide here about housekeeping. Just want to get everybody acclimated before we dive into the content. We do have attendee mics muted by default to make sure that everyone can hear the content clearly. However, we want your questions, so please feel free to use the Q&A button. It should be at the bottom of your screen. We're going to do our best to answer questions throughout the session. And definitely try to save some time at the end to make sure we get through all of the planned content. And if we miss anything, we will make sure that we reach back out to you and get those questions answered. For our current customers, your OnBoard account managers are standing by, ready to help give you even more information outside of this session. And so if you find yourself wanting for more information, please feel free to reach out to them. But we're going to do our best to make sure that you have plenty of content and information to walk away with today. All right, now before we move into the content, I want to take a really quick poll and find out how many of you are already using AI in the boardroom. So give me just a quick answer on this poll. We'll close it in just a moment. I'm waiting with bated breath here. I want to see how many of you are using AI in the boardroom today, maybe crossed into that new realm that everybody's jumping into over the last couple of years. All right, let's go ahead. If we think we've got a good collection of results, let's go ahead and close that out. See what we've got. Okay, interesting. All right. So 34% of you have said that you've started using AI in the boardroom. That's amazing. Some of you saying no, good bit of you still. Gosh, I wish I could talk to all of you right now and get the details on each of those. And some of you may be not sure. Check with your board members. I'll bet some of them are using it. But this is good. Thank you so much for running that poll. This is really informative for us as we start moving into the content to help make sure that we are making all of our points clear for those of you that maybe haven't stepped into this room of AI in the boardroom. And for those that have, hopefully this continues to extend your experimenting and excitement into the different options with AI. All right, let's move on to that next slide. So as we get into the content here, I want to let you know a little bit more about our vision with AI. Now, our mission is to ensure that our technology supports the real world challenges that our boards are facing. That could be anything from managing compliance to making strategic decisions that are serving your mission. Now, we work closely with boards of all sizes to understand how they work and what they need. Now, OnBoard believes that great governance is not just about efficiency. If you think about it, it's about stewardship, it's about accountability, and it's very much about impact. So our goal is to remove the friction from board work so that your leaders can spend less time on logistics and more time on your mission. And we do this by building on trusted technology and making it easy to use, which is where AI comes in. Now, when we build AI to support board governance, we focus on several core principles. Now, first, we design AI that respects the board's mission and time. So our tools are built to be intuitive and easy to use so that members can work smarter and not harder. Whether that is summarizing meeting materials or highlighting key decisions, our goal is to help boards stay focused on what matters most, which is your mission. Now, second, our AI is built to enhance and not replace human leadership. It is acting as a trusted assistant. It's not a decision maker for you. That's your job, right? It helps surface what's important, it identifies potential risks, and it simplifies tasks while leaving those strategic decisions firmly in the hands of the board. And third, we have a deep commitment to privacy and trust. We understand how critical confidentiality and ethical responsibility is in the boardroom for all of your organizations. And that's why our AI is built with rigorous privacy protections, secure data handling, and also clear accountability so that your board's work stays protected and professional. Now, at OnBoard, we have a broader vision for AI, and this is one that supports the entire governance lifecycle from preparation to follow through. Now, as you'll see from Philip's product presentation he's about to give, we've got a whole bunch of different products within this AI suite that we are introducing. We're very excited about. Some of these our customers will be familiar with from seeing a lot of the announcements, but we're going to just give it all to you. If you haven't seen it yet, you're going to get a lot of information today. Assist AI brings conversational intelligence into the boardroom, allowing members to ask questions and get context-aware answers that support better decision-making. Agenda AI and Minutes AI are already transforming how boards prepare and document their meetings. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we just announced the launch of Book AI, which adds intelligence to board materials by surfacing key overviews, discussions, and related content, making director prep more effective. So for those of you on the OnBoard platform, you've already seen some of these today. We do have a few other products that we're working on in the AI suite that we will have available very soon, including Insights AI, which will help boards measure their meetings, which will reveal trends, benchmarking, governance, and also personalizing preparation for each director. And then Actions AI will ensure that decisions made in meetings lead to real outcomes by tracking follow-ups, flagging next steps, and also connecting meetings across time. So together, all of these tools form an end-to-end AI-powered governance experience designed to save time, reduce friction, and help your boards focus on what matters most. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Philip to take us through all of the details around the AI suite features. And well, let's dive in. Thanks, Philip.
Thanks, Heather. All right, let's get into the details of each of these functions, how they work and improve an admin or a director's process to help them be more effective. The following slide will show a step-by-step of how these functions work. Now, I understand that a lot of times people prefer live demos, that's the preferred method, but we chose to show this process through snapshots to get through all the steps quickly and allow us time for questions at the conclusion of the presentation. So let's start with Assist AI, which is built for all roles, including administrators, creators, and directors. While some board members may have the luxury of executive assistants, many do not and must juggle many expectations around duality of jobs, board positions, and just life in general. So how does a board member accomplish all they have to do with so little time? Well, I'm going to start with Assist AI, but then I'm going to show you even more as we move throughout this presentation. So Assist AI would be like your own personal assistant in OnBoard. I can ask it to help me summarize and analyze board documents, identify risk, generate strategic insights, and even draft presentation notes, email or message content. It is always available to access anywhere in OnBoard so that no matter what I'm doing, I can ask Assist AI to perform a task at my command. In this example, I wanted to give an overview of the operating results attached to one of the agenda items so I could quickly digest specific content and prepare for that meeting. Let's talk about why it's such a valuable tool for boards and leadership teams. With Assist AI, you don't have to spend hours digging through meeting packets or lengthy reports. It quickly summarizes documents, extracts key risks, and generates strategic notes. That means individuals can focus on decision making instead of information gathering. Assist AI also enhances how boards communicate. It can help you draft communications, provide context-specific answers, and even prompts better decisions. Essentially, it makes your board engagement more efficient and impactful. And of course, security is non-negotiable, and Heather will talk about this a little bit more later in the presentation. Assist AI is built on Microsoft Azure inside OnBoard's secure environment, and it complies, with SOC 2 and iOS 27001 standards, and only accesses documents that users are authorized to view, ensuring both confidentiality and trust. So in short, Assist AI makes it faster to extract insights, smarter to engage with boards, and safer to rely on AI in critical governance work. And as we keep advancing OnBoard's AI vision, Assist AI capabilities will continue to evolve and become an even more powerful partner for board professionals. Now I'm going to switch gears just a little bit, and we're going to focus on the administrators and creators now. And we're going to talk about Agenda AI. So Agenda AI was built for admins to reduce manual overhead and meeting prep time by drafting your agenda by means of natural language instruction, simply typing what you want in a box or uploading content. So after you create a meeting in OnBoard, the next step, create an agenda for your meeting. This is where many admins can sometimes struggle. From synthesizing inputs from many different sources, such as emails from directors around topics or progress, making sure the right topics are included, and worrying about formatting. This can be a tedious and heavy task for a meeting administrator. With Agenda AI, you can use natural language text prompts. So simply typing instructions, simply typing what you want with any information relevant to the meeting to help inform on topics, speakers, durations, section hierarchy, and more. The more detailed an individual provides, the better the results. In this example, I am specifically asking to add a product and engineering update as well to also ensure that I have a 30 minutes for executive sessions. Now, alternatively, if we step outside of this example, if the conversation regarding potential agenda topics started in an email, well, you could simply copy and paste that thread into the text field here to have Agenda AI synthesize all that information and prepare your draft agenda for you, saving you a lot of time so you're not reading through all the threads, all the replies in that email. But anyway, back to the product and engineering example that we started with in the last slide. I can also use a document upload option to add a document. So maybe I already have a agenda format that I like, and that can be used to create your agenda within OnBoard. And then as you've seen in my screenshots here, I've talked about natural language text prompt, so typing out those instructions. And I've talked about the ability to upload a document. And as you've seen in my screenshots, I can do both, giving Agenda AI even more information. And once I have all the information there, I simply click on the Generate Agenda button, and it will generate a draft agenda for me. So in very short order, here's my draft that I have. It'll include agenda sections and subsections, recommended durations, even speakers if that's noted in the documents or in the instruction that you gave them. So this gives me the structure I need to get started. I can click to accept this draft and continue adding any other details, such as adding resource documents, refining the maybe even changing the agenda section hierarchy. And as you can see, Agenda AI was designed to address some of the biggest pain points administrators face when creating board agendas. Instead of spending hours formatting and planning agendas, using Agenda AI's simple text prompt or document upload, you can generate a structured draft agenda in moments, removing the need to start from scratch every single time. Instead of pulling together last-minute inputs from multiple emails, documents, or board members, Agenda AI organizes all of that content into a coherent structure and ensuring nothing important falls through the cracks. And for those boards with governance best practices or organizational standards for agendas, Agenda AI can help support these guidelines when guidelines are included as part of the prompt directives. So with Agenda AI, you not only save time, but also gain clarity, continuity, and confidence, helping operate more effectively. Now, I talked about administrators and creators. Now I'm going to switch over and we're going to focus on board members. We're going to focus on directors. So we saw earlier how Assist AI is there to help you summarize a single document for an upcoming board meeting, and how we've used Agenda AI to prepare our agenda for the administrators. Now with Book AI, we're going to prepare for a meeting. As board members, my administrator just sent me the board materials. Well, actually, they sent it to me a few days ago, but I've been busy. As usual, I don't have much time to prepare for this meeting. I've had family obligations. My kids have had softball tournaments. I've had to take my pet to the vet. Whatever the case may be, my time is limited. So I'm going to log into OnBoard. I'm here on my meeting dashboard, and I find the upcoming meeting, and I open the book. I view the agenda and see that each section has quite a bit of material I need to review. Ordinarily, I would just start at the top and just read item by item and try to consume all that I can in the time that I have left. And if I'm really pressed, I may just skim the information. I may miss key metrics, decision points, or anything that falls into my area of responsibility. But I'll admit, I tend to overlook this information because there's just so much to take in and so little time. I know I need to review all of it, as all good board members do, but I could use a little help to see the context of each section and hone in on what's most important so I can be best prepared. Within each agenda section of the book where documents are present, I can click Help Me Prepare, and Book AI will go to work. Book AI generates a summary of the agenda section from the titles and the resource content included in the agenda section to help give me just the right amount of information to consume and understand what we are meeting about and what may be the most important for me to focus on. Now I am prepared in minutes to read the materials within the agenda and approach this review with greater clarity and focus, knowing with greater detail that each agenda section, what it's about. And I can even prioritize what order I want to tackle my review first, where I want to dive in a little bit more and need a little bit more context. Book AI directly addresses the three biggest challenges boards face with meeting prep and engagement. It replaces pre-meeting chaos with clarity. Directors get concise summaries that spark productive conversations. Board members Board books can be long and time is tight. Instead of directors skimming or missing critical content, Book AI generates insights directly from the book in a secure environment. This means directors know exactly where to focus their preparation efforts. And with Book AI, you can turn preparation into progress. When directors arrive confident and informed, discussions don't get sidetracked, decisions stick, actions are clear, and everyone leaves aligned on the next steps. The result is real momentum. The board drives the organization forward instead of circling back on what's already been covered. Now that we've prepared for the meeting with Assist AI, Agenda AI, and Book AI, all depending upon our roles, and the meeting is over, let's look at another function that supports administrators in their meeting task through Minutes AI. With OnBoard's Minutes AI, OnBoard will capture your meeting and draft your minutes for you so you can participate in the meeting. Focus on what's more important and save significant time drafting your minutes. So another scenario for you. As the meeting admin, prior to this meeting, I'm showing I've configured my OnBoard meeting to enable Minutes AI to capture my session through video conferencing tool of Microsoft Teams or Zoom, just in a few clicks. When it's time for the meeting to begin, I access my meeting through OnBoard and join the live meeting session. The OnBoard recording assistant will join the meeting just like any other guest and will begin recording. As the meeting is being recorded, I, as the meeting administrator, can observe and control the recorded session. I can use the rich text editor seen there on my right to add any notes throughout the session and become hands-free and fully immersed in the meeting by allowing OnBoard to capture this meeting for me. If my board has a break for lunch, or maybe we're in a session that shouldn't be recorded, I can always pause or end the recording at any time and resume recording again once it's needed. Once the meeting is complete, the transcript and recording will generate for me, and I can view the status at any time within the meeting. I can continue to add my final notes to the rich text editor or await the results from the recording and transcript. I can also go about other tasks and come back to this meeting at a later time if there are other more critical things to do. The meeting assets will continue to generate. Once the recording and transcript are generated, OnBoard will display the recording and the transcript for this meeting, along with an organized outline. If I pause the meeting during the session for lunch or a confidential discussion and restart it again, I may have several different recordings, as you can see on the screen here. I can listen to all of them, and then all of those contribute to the outline that Minutes AI automatically generates for review. The outline will include a tailored summary of the meeting content, including key governance results such as motions, actions, and decisions. I can watch the recording, which if you've noticed in the screenshot, I've conveniently collapsed in the screenshot. So I have a more broad view of, in this case, the meeting outline, but I could also do this if I want to review any portions of the transcript as well. But now, here is where the real magic happens. Up in the right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see the Generate Minutes button. I can simply select that option to generate my draft minutes. Minutes AI will give me the option to select the desired format I want. OnBoard offers three options: narrative summary, bullets only, or a summary with bullets as a starting point for my draft minutes. Then I simply click to generate my minutes. While this can take anywhere from a few seconds to just a few minutes, depending upon how much content the meeting contained, it is saving me hours of time it usually takes for me to recreate the key points of the meeting and ensure the key governance callouts are captured, all while organized and formatted around the structure of our meeting. And then my draft minutes appear. OnBoard created my minutes from the AI-generated outline, along with any other notes I manually captured in the rich text editor. It organized the results based upon my agenda to keep everything in order. All AI generated content is highlighted to ensure I can differentiate between my manual content and all of the AI generated results. And it can be removed within a simple click. I can also insert my attendance list in the minutes without having to copy and paste the participants manually. Simply review, accept the draft minutes as your own, and make any additional changes. The minutes are ready for you to finalize and distribute. Minutes AI has already been a game changer for board meeting documentation, among the many other benefits of OnBoard. You can manage all your meeting resources, agendas, recordings, transcripts, and minutes in one secure integrated platform. No more bouncing between apps or systems. It's purposefully built for minutes. This isn't generic AI. It's designed specifically for board meetings. It is tailored to understand key governance results like motions, seconds, actions, and decisions, and present them in a rich text editor that's flexible and easy to use. And it's customer controlled. You retain full autonomy over your AI generated content with complete control over privacy, retention, and distribution. It's secure, reliable, and built to support your governance standards. And as we've talked about all of our game-changing AI features, let me hand it back over to Heather to discuss topics related to OnBoard security when related to AI. Oh, you're muted, Heather.
I forgot
Yeah.
that tricky mute button. I always do that. Well, thank you so much. Take a drink. That was a lot of information to share. I really appreciate that. So while this functionality is important and hopefully is exciting for you, as it has been for the many boards that have already been working to use these solutions, I really want to take a few minutes to discuss something that's very important, and that is onboard security and governance with regards to AI. Now, one question we get from board leaders that are new to using AI in their board process is this: what does OnBoard do to ensure that AI is used responsibly and supports governance and compliance expectations? Now, the foundation of OnBoard is security and compliance. OnBoard is built on Microsoft Azure, and each of our customers' platforms are isolated, they're encrypted, and they're protected by independently audited, globally recognized security standards with ISO, SOC 2, Type 2 certifications. And what that means is OnBoard meets HIPAA and GDPR standards. Now, OnBoard ensures our customers' board data remains secure, private, and fully under their control, as Philip just mentioned. Our customer base represents healthcare, education, finance, nonprofit, and many other compliance-driven industries, meaning that our customers all reap the benefits of these strict security protocols. Now, OnBoard's AI technology is applied to only content that is presently available on our given customer system and not anything purged or off platform. Now, what that means is it helps our users know that they're getting the most relevant content to make decisions, and it eliminates any concerns or confusion from outside sources. So that means OnBoard's AI is leveraging the power of your content for you only, and it will bring clarity, insights, context, and also summaries to help you and your board work faster. Now, it is a super exciting time for Philip and I to be in product using innovative technology, and we are using a lot of it. This has been a pivotal year for many technology companies and hopefully for many of you as well. But I believe that it is more exciting to be in the boardroom using it. Now, if you're leading an organization from fragmented emails, spreadsheets, and multiple tools, or if you and your directors are doing everything repetitively from scratch, from communications to agendas to minutes, or if your board members are using AI on the side and not working within your platform, you are not in control of your board's investments in time and effort. But if your boards are more efficient and have more time back to complete those actions as a result, think of how much easier it will be for the board to prove their value. Now, OnBoard is a purpose-built AI-powered platform that replaces all of these outdated processes with intelligent and seamless workflows by automating prep, distilling insights, and capturing decisions with that governance-grade precision throughout all phases of the board meeting process. Now, as we wrap up, and I've got a little note here to remind myself to tell you we are live with OnBoard's AI suite. It is now available to our customers. We have lots of customers that we're working with that have already adopted and using these features. We do have some introductory pricing that is ending at the end of the year, December 31st, and we have more features coming soon. So again, if you're one of our customers currently, please reach out to your account manager. They would be happy to jump on a call, do a deeper dive demonstration with you, explain some more details around your workflows and your scenario. So definitely get in touch with them. But for those of you that are not an OnBoard customer, we're actually going to pop up a poll here, whether you're a customer or a prospective customer, somebody interested. If you answer this poll for us, it will help us reach out to you if you would like more information. We're happy to take that now, and then you will hear from somebody following this webinar if you would like to be in contact for more information. We'll take Q&A in just a second here. I'll thank you for putting that poll up. All right, and then Philip, if you want to flip to that last slide. So we're going to go ahead and look through some of our questions here. Bear with us as Philip and I get away from our slide deck and start looking at all the questions. I tried to answer a few, Philip, already. I'm not fast enough, though. Let's see here. I see a question around if recordings are discoverable if a lawsuit arises. Bobby, I would suggest that's probably a question more for somebody who can offer legal advice. If you have a lawyer or somebody that can provide legal advice, any assets on your system are definitely something you'd want to talk to them about. Let's see here. Scrolling through, trying to see if I can find some themes here. Go ahead, Philip.
So there were a couple of different questions regarding recording in the way of Minutes AI. So I'll try and summarize a couple of key points, and hopefully that'll help with a few questions. So the only individuals that will have access to the recording after the fact and the transcript and the meeting outline that we saw is administrators on the meeting. In meeting, the onboard recording assistant will join, just like you have the box for myself and Heather. You'll see the onboard recording assistant join. And then following the meeting, you have the ability to, once you've prepared your minutes and you feel they're in a good state, you have the ability to delete that recording, which will delete the recording, the transcript, and the meeting outline as well. So you have flexibility over that. So I saw a few questions related to recording for Minutes AI, so I wanted to
excellent. Thank you.
mention that.
Oh, sorry. Another recurring question I see both in the chat and the Q&A is around pricing. Just to reiterate, if you're an OnBoard customer, please get in contact with your account manager, or if you answered the poll, we'll reach out. If you're not currently using OnBoard, again, that we will get in touch with you. We can definitely share more information there.
Okay.
There's a lot here.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it and then I lost it. I lost it in the chat here.
What was the theme?
There. So for Book AI, so Randy, I'm directing this answer at you. So Book AI is part of our AI suite package. So in order for Book AI to be available within your onboard instance, you will need to have the AI suite. So talk to your account manager regarding that.
There's at least one I see here, Philip, around comparing AI minutes to to Zoom summaries and the differences. And Lisa, I'm going to go out on a limb here because I worked for Zoom, so I definitely know the differences in summaries. But I'm going to stress the point that OnBoard is built for board governance. And so when you look at those summaries, I know we went through that demonstration very quickly. You will see the key governance callouts from your tasks and actions to any voting information that you have in there. It's very important as you look at the results from your summaries that you're able to quickly extract that key board governance information. And that is something that OnBoard is built specifically to do, as opposed to other video conferencing solutions that are built to transcribe or just capture like basic summary information. So this is one reason why we're so focused on AI and when it comes to minutes is making sure that we're meeting those key governance needs that support all of our boards. So hopefully that came through from the demonstration as well. It's a great question.
I'm going to
Okay.
answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer a question from Matthew. So he had two part question. One in regards to assist. When will Assist AI be expanded so I can tell it to analyze multiple documents at once in resources? So I'll answer the first question that I just read out, and so our plan is to expand the capability of Assist AI within this coming year so that you can do more things across the application using it as of right now. So I don't have the date for that just yet, but you'll see expanded capability, a wide range of capability there, Matthew. And then for your second question, for book AI, is it only one document at a time, or can it analyze the whole book at one time? It analyzes the agenda section. So let's say that agenda section may have multiple documents in it, or that agenda section may have several subsections, and those may have documents. The section summary that you see in Book AI will be just for that particular section. So it'll summarize all those documents within that section. And the reason why we did that rather than the whole book was to account for situations where we know you may have board members that are excluded from particular sections. So I wanted to give that detail there.
Thank you. I know you covered a lot of these in the chat that were similar. I'm scanning through to see if I can find anything else here. Let's see. I think, let's see, I see most of these have been answered. Okay.
So
go ahead.
I'll continue on
I see another one.
answering some questions. So Lisa had some questions regarding agenda AI. If you're copying previous meeting agendas, really all you need to do is change heading, speakers, and timing, which can be pretty straightforward. So so Lisa, if unsure if you're an OnBoard customer or if you're a potential, but in OnBoard, you can duplicate a meeting. So if your board meeting is always kind of the same structure, correct, there's the ability to duplicate the meeting there. Agenda AI will assist you if it's a meeting starting from scratch, or if you're a new admin working through agendas. A lot of the feedback that we received from Agenda AI is that it's very valuable for committee meetings because those meetings may not be as structured as your quarterly or monthly board meetings. Okay, in any others, Heather, offhand?
I think that covers the majority of the topics. Yep, and I'm just looking to see anything. Okay, you were closing a few out. I saw some movement there. Okay, well, with that said, thank you all for listening to us today, for letting us share. Again, we're really excited to officially announce the launch of all of these tools, and we can't wait to see how you're using them. Again, we will follow up with those of you that raised your hand for a follow-up. If you have any other questions, please, feel free to reach out to your account managers. We are really excited to share more with you in a more one-on-one setting. So thank you all for your time, and we wish you a good rest of the week. Bye, everyone.